FIFA then decided to organize a major global tournament. And that's how the idea of the FIFA World Cup was born. At first, many people doubted the idea. Some thought the tournament wouldn't gain much attention and teams wouldn't be interested in participating. But FIFA didn't give up. And in 1928, they officially announced that the first World Cup would take place in 1930. With this decision, FIFA transformed from a small group into the biggest football organization in the world. By 1930, FIFA had 44 member countries and had become a dominant force in the world of sports. Now, it was finally time for the first ever World Cup. But there was still one big question: which country would host it? After much debate, Uruguay was chosen as the host nation for the 1930 World Cup. The country had won Olympic gold in 1924 and 1928, and it also agreed to cover all the tournament's expenses. And just like that, football was officially played on a global stage for the first time. But even bigger things were in store for the World Cup. Which teams participated? What happened in the first ever tournament? After a lot of planning, the first ever FIFA World Cup was finally held in 1930 in Uruguay. But not all teams in the world could participate. Only 13 teams joined. Most of them were from South America because European countries had difficulties traveling. The first match took place on the 13th of July, 1930, between France and Mexico. France won 4-1, making it the first victory in World Cup history. After weeks of competition, Uruguay and Argentina reached the final. The Estadio Centenario in Montevideo was packed with fans, and people were absolutely thrilled about this match. The final became one of the most exciting matches in history. In the first half, Argentina took the lead, 2-1. In the second half, Uruguay scored 3 goals and won 4-2. And with that, Uruguay became the first ever World Cup champion. After this success, it was decided that the World Cup would be held every 4 years. But then, something terrible happened that brought it to a halt. In 1939, World War II began. Many footballers were forced to join the military, and football fields were left empty. FIFA had to cancel the 1942 and 1946 World Cups. Until finally, after the war ended, football was revived. In 1950, the World Cup returned and was hosted in Brazil. But then, one of the biggest shocks in football history happened. The final was between Brazil and Uruguay, and everyone thought Brazil would win. The Maracanã Stadium was filled with Brazilian fans, ready to celebrate. But in the end, Uruguay stunned the world with a 2-1 victory. This defeat was so painful for Brazil that people called it Maracanazo, the Maracanã disaster. From legends to iconic moments, the next episode is coming.